Hello, today I will be listening to The Mocking Stars by LAUSSE the Cat. This is a recommendation from Patreon. Highly recommend The Mocking Stars by LAUSSE the Cat, a masterclass in storytelling. So I looked it up, and you can't judge a book by its cover, but it can certainly pique your interest, and this is absolutely adorable. So I'm just gonna jump into it. I'm not completely sure what it is. It does seem, based on this album bio, that there is some kind of narrative or concept to this that we may have to follow along with. So yeah, let's just get right into it. As always, uncut version of this video will be up on my Patreon, social media linked below. First track is called Blue Bossa.
Welcome back, my dear children, to the one and only LAUSSE the Cat Show! A narration back from the depths of hell itself. Please give it up for the one and only Free Wizard.
Hello, kids. I'm more than delighted to be presenting to you here tonight our second play, titled
The Mocking Stars,
where we find our poor tattered cat, still cold, withered and heartless, whispering to himself for yet another sleepless night.
the autumn moon comes with haste and yawns through the night.
Okay.
She haunts all my dreams of the humming of the dead. I pop corks and caps to collapse without a fight, but a whisper from
Obviously,
the corpse comes to spoon me in my
very
bed.
theatrical
Crawl,
opening.
crawl, come close, come caress, come masseuse me. I'm pally with the dead like a moosie. Boy is mad, mad, he's bad, and his canvas is stained with blood red, and the devil's inside him. I stroll through the town to seek silence and escape asylums and find souls madder than I am. I find a bunch of mad cats sat outside saying no, sipping sangria on the sidewalk. I find comfort in the silence of young as he screams some absurd shit and sings. So I say to myself, see, compared to the I'm not crazy, you guys are crazy. Life's but a loop and I enjoy myself. I'm not loopy, it's just that I've not slept much in the last days. I love my health. I'm not crazy, you guys are crazy.
I like that
Life's but a loop
soft
and I
little
enjoy
groove.
myself. I'm not loopy, it's just that I've not slept much in the last days. I love my health.
This is so, like, weirdly captivating already.
Got my whiskers in a twist, so I went to seek the alley cats, a comfort that my pillow couldn't give. And when I rise, met a stranger sight so sublime, but you wouldn't get the same had you and two a sieve. We were sat in the ring by a fire in the bin, singing songs between sips of warm lager in a tin. They sang songs of madness about how they'd hijack a ship filled with gin, so we'll fuck her straight to Mars. I laughed and saw again that I was sane, seeing fully mad cunts put my issues to a shame. I headed back home, left the hatters to their madness. A sense of smug gladness has settled in my soul as I skipped home. The autumn moon hung above my head. The whispers of the dead had simmered down to a hum. I waited for sleep's lips to come kiss my neck as I sung a little song to sink myself into slumber.
This is so interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, the mice.
To his dismay, when he huddled in his quilt, a white ray of dusty light made a puddle by his pillow.
I don't know what's happening, but I'm down.
Shadows and the sins of the Sandman had skipped him and gave him back his silhouette. The yellow sun had slept sound and rose to yawn. He stretched his long limbs through the canvas of the dawn. He figured he ain't seen the sun smile since summer, so he slipped out his cat flap to light himself a stick. Can't stop that as he stared in disbelief at the scene now displayed by the sun above the streets. 1,000 souls with their eyes glued to screens were enslaved in the taxpayer's rhythm of the week.
I'd like not to partake in mankind's disease, so I dance with a mad fire seems beguiling. And watch as the mind slip from under my feet as I prance in the moonlight to blind me. I smile and say I'm not crazy, you guys are crazy. Life's but a loop and I enjoy myself. I'm not loopy, it's just
I feel like this is gonna be one of those things where I just have to absorb and talk later. Like that repeating little
looked
whoop.
up at LAUSSE and said this. Come hither, cat.
Me?
Yes, come here.
Okay.
Come closer, my friend.
What's up?
Do you want to be rich?
How rich?
Rich.
Dingleberry proof rich?
Yeah.
Oil painting on the roof rich?
Yeah.
Paris Hilton bitch poodle rich?
Yeah.
That was a lot. Obviously, the song is presented in this, like, very theatrical, playful kind of way. It's really fun. It feels like I was, like, immediately transported to this other world. There's so many fucking lyrics in this, oh my god. It's interesting because it does feel really fun and whimsical, but there is also a lot of darkness in like the tone of it and in the lyrics, and I just feel like the mood overall was like really interesting and really unique. I'm more than delighted to be presenting to you here tonight our second play, titled The Mocking Stars, where we find our poor tattered cat, still cold, withered and heartless, whispering to himself for yet another sleepless night. I'm kind of getting that this character is at a place where he knows he should do better, and he knows he's kind of like gone down a dark path, but he can't stop himself. I pop corks and caps to collapse without a fight, but a whisper from a corpse comes to spoon me in my bed. 1,000 thoughts crawl through my head. They whisper in a voice like the winds of the night. The boy is mad, he's bad in his canvas. It's stained with blood red, and the devil's inside him. I stroll through the town to seek silence and escape asylums, and find souls madder than I am. I went to seek the alley cats for comfort that my pillow couldn't give. They sang songs of madness about how they'd hijack a ship full of gin and sail the fucker straight to Mars. I laughed and saw again that I was sane, seeing fully mad. Can't say that on YouTube, put my issues to a shame. So he is stained blood red. He seems to think of himself as like tainted or as irredeemable. I don't know why or what from. Perhaps we will find out. And then, like, there's that flip in the chorus. I'm not crazy, you guys are crazy. Like, immediately getting very unstable vibes from this Louse the Cat guy. And he's comparing himself to these other crazy cats. Literally. Kitten stopped dead as he stared in disbelief at the scene now displayed by the sun above the streets. 1,000 souls with their eyes glued to screens were enslaved in the taxpayer's rhythm of the week. Yeah, he like sees the way that people are kind of like caught up in the rat race of life, and he very much like rejects that way of living. I'd like not to partake in mankind's disease, so a dance with the mad by a fire seems beguiling, and watch Earth's demise slip from under my feet. Yeah, what I'm getting from this is like this troubled character who is making bad decisions and is maybe a bit off his rocker, but he believes that it's better than the alternative of like being consumed by work and obsessed with money and all that. He'd like rather be with these mad cats. Song reanimates Louse's world beyond where we left it, which is now fully stripped of the moral supervision seen in the first chapter, The Girl, the Cat, and the Tree. Blue Bossa follows Louse wandering through sleepless nights, cheap bottles, and alley conversations, finding solace among mad hatters and other outcasts. Its narrative unfolds as a looping monologue of insomnia, intoxication, and self-awareness emerging from the individuality and self-acceptance and communion acceptance of the world around him, established in the previous album. Yeah, so seems like this is kind of like a continuation of their previous album, which I haven't heard, so I'm kind of being like dropped in the middle of this. Sorry, I just hit that. So forgive me if it takes me a moment to find my bearings here. I feel like a lot could kind of be going over my head here, but that's fine. I guess kind of what I feel like I'm missing, and like my main question right now, is how he got here, like how he kind of became this sort of outcast who's been stained red, and maybe we'll find out. Or maybe I'll just have to go listen to the first album after this. I don't know. Anyways, I've been talking for so goddamn long about this one song. Let's move on. I've been here for like 20 minutes and I've only gotten through one song.
If I had some peas, I'd pass my driving license. Buy myself a Twingo, buy myself some ice, and I'd find myself a mistress and take her somewhere nice, then take her for some drinks. But my wallet's so dry and I don't wanna get a job. Nah.
whole presentation of this is just so endearing.
London, live a life of leisure in the city where they seldom pity people with low funds, and have a place where sun comes, more than twice a shitty little year, and have a hammock hung handsome between two branches, riddle on cancer and buy another gut, spend my life in hammocks smitten sitting sipping coconuts.
I'm already obsessed and I've only heard one song. Unemployment anthem. Let's go.
Massive mansion and vital of my good mates to live in it. Have a huge all painted where the cylinders, a massive pool for swimming in. Cellar full of liquor and a ban on anything that fucking isn't rock and roll. It'd be the best place to build a spliff. Fully fill a fridge with all the elements for dinner get. Paying food delivered without scamming out Deliveroo. And have a double bed amidst the middle of a living room. So maybe then I'd feel a little bit less lonely.
So what you saying is we shouldn't give you money, right, Louse?
Now you should, mate.
Why?
To live a shit life's alright, but in a good
Yeah.
state. Like instead of a
This
Burger
really
King,
does
I buy
speak to
myself
me,
a good steak and
because it
savor
is
so I
so,
won't taste the bitterness
like,
of
cool
booze.
and
Finna live with a
smooth.
wine for 7 quid
And it
instead of
also
2 for 6
satisfies
booze.
my want to
Myself
dive
straight
into
so I don't
lyrics.
lose 2 minutes when I'm in Switzerland, swinging the coupe, a gin and tonic to swoop someone. I'm outside the club, and I would pave around the pool, and we were chilling in the pub. Get a pork belly roasted, picking on some scratchings and living dreamy bubble till the reaper comes. Till the reaper comes. I wanna die all a skin, beer belly with a smile on my face, chin chin to life, bye bye to grey skies above me. Meantime I'm living in a suave little place by the seaside with some seagulls above me.
What would you do if you had some money?
See I would do but everywhere, buy some Charlie for my bread, smoking every club I go, and if I'm fine I pay a fare, rent a room to party bear, buy a massive fucking frig and choose to party too, and loop until I'm hardly there, lose a screw and go to cab.
Sounds so relaxing.
Anything but loop, you get a loose in underwear. Then I try to apply for mayor, get reduced stupid first to travel on the London Underground. Cause frankly I'm not paying 20-30, be prepared. Last the fucking cat for mayor, but I don't wanna get a job. I don't wanna get a job. I don't wanna get a job. I don't wanna get a job.
I was wondering what the acronym was for.
I wanna live like
That's so real of you, Louse.
Neck close, pepper silk, my saffron to trade. Lay 1,000 different women in 1,000 different ways, and have 1,000 little kittens. Haven't called me Captain Conquer 7 seas in every bay. Fill a boat with rum and sway through every sunny day till summer seems like something that'll never leave. Yo ho, birds life for me.
This is like so fun, but so sad at the same time. That sounds so laid back and cool.
I don't wanna get a job now. I don't wanna get a job now. I don't wanna get a job now. I don't wanna get a job now.
I do like how, like, despite the turbulence in his life and how crazy he apparently is, this all sounds very, like, cozy and, like, nice. I think obviously this song is about him kind of, like, dreaming about this, like, idyllic life. I noticed how a lot of the things that he was dreaming about were, like, not that extravagant. Like, there are the lines about, like, the mansion and the Lambo, but a lot of these things are, like, perfectly reasonable things to want. And I think that makes the song feel a lot more sad to me. Like, he just wants a hammock. I drink the finest red wine and eat in little diners. Open up the check to find I tipped the guy 2 fivers. Instead of a Burger King, I'd buy myself a good steak and savor it so I won't taste the bitterness of blues. Fill a liver with a wine that's 7 quid instead of 2 for 6. Fuck a job, I'm off to sail the 7 seas. Ole ahoy. Yeah, like, he's really just yearning for freedom. He kind of just wants to, like, get rid of those, like, burdens of everyday life and be able to do whatever he wants, which I feel like everyone can kind of relate to. I really like how they're kind of using this, like, fantastical setting to describe these like unfortunately very common issues and like dreams. I think it's like pretty typical to fantasize about what you do if you suddenly ran into a bunch of money, but it's presented in such an eccentric way, which I really love. Next up is The Midnight Hour.
Sleepless nights, the sweet moon rises and bone drops bleed on the towers below. Poor cat stares from his rooftop, dreaming the dance of the moon in the midnight glow. The sun meanwhile scrapes windows, feeding dreams from eyes still sour. The blue cat meows on his rooftop, warning the midnight hour.
Perched on the blue tiles of my humble roof, I reside with my wide eyes aligned by the moon. See me perv, my ears perked, observing the fake curves curve past the
This does
skyline
sound
of
really
Earth's
pretty.
upper dunes. Come, my child, awake and see the sun that shines so bold. Italy's your soul. I see the sun's long twinkling gold thin fingers climb my house walls to grab me by the scruff. I scramble up a pipe quick to dangle in the night, tuck and gander at the spirits in the tangle up above it mellow down. Dance, dance in the moonlight, smile, let it glow, turn your blind to the world's pain and sadness. Every click clacks from the bones as the ghost walks around.
I love like the choir voices for the mad.
Blind to the red seas of violence, gaze at the moon as I lie by beside them. Come, sweet cow, come sleep in peace amongst the dormant stars. Rest in bars. Il me prend la côte et me dit tout, le soleil vient te lever, allez bouge, bouge, sors du lit, dans ses vies, sors dehors. Cries of rum-loving pirates turn into madmen.
So we're back to like the insomnia of the opener.
Down to the flames of a candle. That sun get fucked. You peel off the eyelids, a closed tight shop. Burn up on the pile.
Very anti-sun.
How you gonna bribe a cat with a toast of a bird on the Mondays? When I stay here tucked, be a kid forever in a world made up.
Much like when I listen to My Own Summer, Shove It. Very unrelatable as someone whose seasonal depression is kicking in. Sounds really lovely though. I like how there's like different characters in the songs. It feels like you're like hearing the devil and the angel on his shoulder. And feels like the devil is winning right now. Obviously, a song about him being more comfortable at night. He prefers moonlight over sunlight. And there's like this idea of the sun being this like domineering figure. The sun arrives to scare the moon away. I see the sun's long twinkling gold thin fingers climb my house walls to grab me by the scruff. Yeah, I like the kind of like flip. Like the light is the scary kind of figure, the dark is like the comforting figure, like the sun calling for him to come out and enjoy, get out of bed, come dance, come live. He closes his curtains, he's like rejecting the sun. See me curse as his grin brings birth to all the sins, hidden nice under curtains of night's gentle thumb. I cry as the rum-loving pirates are turned into madmen. Now their sermons they seem but a ramble, like everything looks worse in the light. It's kind of like showing him things for what they really are instead of this like fantasy that he's been living in. End of the song. You know, he's telling the sun to go away, to leave him alone. He's exhausted. And yeah, this obviously like calls back to the insomnia that we saw in the first track. He is clearly someone who feels less anxious and less existential at night, which I do not identify with at all, but I do know people that are that way. And I do love the storytelling on this album because like obviously as much as this is about a cat, a fictional cat, like this is just like a guy that I've met, you know? He feels very real to me. And we're just like in his head and it's a weird time. But like this is a guy that I've met and I've been like, I can fix him. And I couldn't. Anyways, next track is A Dour Son.
I want no job.
No job for now.
No 9 to 5.
No.
This one is less than a minute, so I'll just let it play into the next track,
One mentioned.
which is over 10 minutes.
Don't need much.
You don't wish for a cushy life. Fuck you, Laos. I bid you good.
Okay, great.
The sun looked away from
The
the
mocking
red cat with a
stars.
sulk, so thoroughly vexed and hurt by his meowing and whispers, that a huge hot and salty tear flushed with a lug from his eyes to the oceans below and fell with a crash. He withdrew his golden arms from the houses and streets, and the parks, trees and faces and the trash all beneath, and he flung them up towards the skies and ceilings above, where with golden claws for hands he ripped the shadows from sleep, and he pulled them down like curtains.
I have a feeling this one is going to be very lyrically dense.
First there was silence, but then echoed the roar from all those who lived like cattle to the rhythm of day. Civilization ran amok, and the workers fell to nap, while shops were robbed and plundered by the humans underpaid. And as the banks slept, the law dreamed of order, and power slipped out to sweaty palm politicians. The law of the jungle took place in this disorder, and the suits stripped and cowered in the marble island kitchens. And club songs were played back to back for the youth, who regrouped very
Okay.
masses who were trembling with
He
angst.
somehow got rid of the
Wished a
sun.
revolution, but as soon as it come, chased oblivion with rum pills and industrial tracks. Then all came to a halt as the power would run dry, and the moon shone no more for the sun didn't spire.
Okay,
The icy earth swung black and
Laos,
brown,
what have you
lights,
done?
absence and fear chilled all
You've
souls
caused the
of it
apocalypse.
skies. The shit cat viewed all this from the tiles of his rooftop. A small house
it's
untouched
still so
due
like
to rivers of
weirdly
tears.
enchanting though.
Flowed out of his eyes and made waterfall walls as he wept for the glow of the sweet moon disappeared. And through his drenched eyes he saw them far in the distance, shadows spin around in a furious fit. For all the mad hatters gathered around Sanos to dance, run and sing as they prance round the pit. The shattered teeth clashing with bottles of glass, and eyes red as rubies from madness and fumes, and turns one by one howled and leapt in the fires to extinguish their souls and be one with the moon. And as her flesh left them, their souls grabbed the smoke, which whisked the ghosts up to the stars in the skies.
Laos, what have
They
you
landed on
done?
Mars, for it's told as a rumor. The moon there still sings and shines nice on the eyes.
This is so much to take in.
Karma told the sun to leave, said fuck a job, goes into those who worship peas and being tanned. We skirted down
This
his
is
roof
insane.
and used to tow to surface stream. We tied the Rizzler as a flag and bade the biver burning damned. The flesh of churning humans made the limbs appear to wave. The shrieks that seemed to cheer him luck as he departed from the land. He held the hoe and grabbed the helm, set the sails towards the night. The sun himself, a song of sailors singing posts of Amsterdam. Maintenant un herbe dans le crâne, je prends la peine de pas mes pensées. Je prends mes peines du rose des lèvres pour regarder en dehors de l'âme. Je lance mes jambes devant, en gambadant tout lentement dans le noir. En pensant sans élan, en sang, je laisse au lendemain le drame.
I can't get over how serene this sounds.
Stars were struck and started harshly by the mortal cat's demands.
The words are very much the opposite, obviously.
The stars are just for dead who sparkle hard to seem alive. And there before them was a cat who blindly died to bed for moon. The kick would
What the fuck?
Hello, may you hear my hollow echo high and hover hollow, how they cackle in my ears. I hope to sleep and drag the bands of people.
I don't even know what to say anymore.
Tonight I leap astray before the closing now arrives. I wonder will I ever find a little silver sliver of the linen line to sew myself a pillow?
Listen, we know you ain't got the innings or the belly for a dive. Tell us why you told the timid son to hurry off the cliff.
This world is clapped, I didn't wanna see our errors in the light and call me tepid, but I've hardly seen an effort make a diff.
Call the kettle black, but you just poured the oil on the fire.
At least a better generation, you know, clip for a spliff. Let him safely solve a world with sweaty thumbs and tons of fucks. I've given none and now I'm dying for a kid.
laughing. They are literally the mocking stars. This is just straight up magical.
When I feel they escape me, when I spend the night to tame the time that breaks me. When I wait in space I love to waste the time I'm gifted just to feel control. When I
I feel like the best feeling when you're listening to new music is when something like instantly resonates with you. Especially if it's something that's kind of unexpected. I like when I'm caught off guard by how much something clicks with me. And this is that.
Drive me to the brink, and love and fame, do nothing else to sink.
This all sounds so gorgeous.
Go down this howling defeat. His blue toll barge merged to one with the seas, and he fell head first in the picnic.
As one of our poets is fond of saying, if I may quote, where are you going, stream?
I feel like this would be very traumatizing for a child to watch.
Take me with you, stream. Take me on your dark journey. Lord Frith, take me far away.
I was fully traumatized
Fly.
as a child by that
The silence.
9 Lives of Garfield movie.
I give you my
I feel like these kids are gonna have a similar experience.
the silence.
That was a lot to take in. That was a lot of words, and I feel really dumb. I mean, first of all, the sound of it is just like so beautiful and so peaceful, but there is so much destruction in this song. It's so apocalyptic, obviously. He has somehow defeated the sun. The sun looked away from the rude cat with a sulk, so thoroughly vexed and hurt by his meowing and whispers, that a huge, hot, and salty tear flushed with a lug from his eyes to the ocean below and fell with a crash. He hurt the sun's feelings, and then chaos ensues. At first there was silence, but then echoed a roar from all those who lived like cattle to the rhythm of the day. Civilization ran amok. The workers fell to nap, while shops were robbed and plundered by the humans underpaid. The law of the jungle took place in this disorder, and the suits stripped and cowered in their marble island kitchens. The moon shone no more, for the sun didn't spry. Yeah, obviously the moon can't shine without the sun, so it's gone too. Laos is sad because there's no more moon. The Mad Hatters, as he calls them, are like killing themselves to be one with the moon. Okay, I seek to dance amidst the moon, to blind my eyes of all things sad, curl my body in a ball upon the crevice of her arch, for she can cradle me to sleep to hush the hummings of the mad. For the stars are just the dead who sparkle hard to seem alive. And there before them was a cat who'd blindly die to bed the moon. I ask the stars, let me sleep. Being stuck between two worlds is all I seek. When I feel the day escape me, then I spend the night to tame the time that breaks me. Like he's so desperate to regain control of his life that he's like stuck in this loop of anxiety and like existentialism, and he feels like he's running out of time. He's afraid of death. The thought of never being again gives me a fright. And then he dies? question mark. This is a first listen. A lot is going to go over my head. I know, it's fine. Bear with me. But I feel like all I can really say is that that was such a fucking journey of a song. I feel like I just had like an experience, like the way it evolves, the different sections of the song. And like, again, it's all so smooth and so entrancing, and I'm just along for the ride at this point. And don't get me wrong, like that song was very sad, like all the destruction, all the death. It's not a lighthearted song at all, but I do love how playful it is, despite how much darkness there is in it. I feel like it creates like such a weird mood, the way it kind of like balances the two. And I think like the whole vibe of this is just super unique and not really like anything else that I've ever heard before. It's also crazy because we're like halfway through, like I don't know where we're going from here. Space Cadet Cat is next.
Yeah, less scary voices. Everyone's gone mad these days. We're all going to be like robots soon anyway.
My favorite meal is donuts.
I think one mad robot will get the nuclear bomb password one day.
Yeah, and like just drop
Oh.
it so high up into the water, and it's going to be so heavy, so it'll just drop right down into the center of the earth. Then I guess just silence.
On a spaceship, kitten sailed away to Mars. You pushed a button, bleep, bleep, gaze and noise, it departs.
Okay.
Saw them raged and roared the north.
We are going to space.
Skies apart and formed a hole as large as what the kitten harboured in his heart. With a crate of rhubarb gin, 1,006 and his guitar. The cat embarked towards the dots that shone so bright and it's for dark. Well away from humankind, we're all for laws and their demands. The kitten yearned to flee the scene and spend his night amongst the stars. Chow chow to Bella, bite to foul smelling cellars.
Yeah. There was that mention in the previous song about the mad cats wanting to go to Mars so they could see the moon or whatever.
Broken hearts, salute to war pollution, politics to marriage, kids and cars.
Life is cold, so I sailed away to Mars. Life is cold, now I'm living with the stars. Life is cold, so I sailed away to Mars. Life is cold, now I'm walking to the stars.
This one sounds very cool.
Kitten landed on his planet, he stretched his limbs and whipped a chalice out. He poured himself a drink and looked below. His past abode was now surrounded in 1,000 NASA clouds which gathered round to blanket Earth within a toxic layer of smoke. He pressed a clipper to a blem, wiped a tear and whipped a mattress out his ship and weaved himself into a kit. When he woke he rose and looked again below and saw the only home he knew erased, and then he realised that was it. I recall when I would gaze towards the stars and wish to sail to them in hopes the ship would change and I'd be glad. And my furry ass posed upon a planet they call Mars, and yet I stare for tender rise below to what I used to have.
I do think it's fun how the quirkiness kind of balances out how fucking sad this album can be. Feels very bittersweet. Whistling is fun.
A lonely cat wiped his face as a warm tear fell into his chalice. It has followed me, he hissed, addressing his unhappiness, looking over his shoulder as if it were behind him. But all he could see was the blood-red landscape, where a lonesome silence echoed a reply. With fear and madness as his only friends, he dashed his now salty gin to the ground and decided to dance.
Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel when I listen to this, and I really like it. It's like so strange. This whole thing really does just sound so immaculate, and I like cannot stress that enough. Very much seems to be about how he's finally escaped his troubles on Earth, whether that be like by death or by traveling to Mars, but he is still just as unhappy. He can't get away from his problems. The cat embarked towards the dots that shone so bright amidst the dark. Well away from humankind, their awful laws and their demands, the kitten yearned to flee the scene and spent his night among the stars. Farewell to failures, the past, and broken hearts. Salut to war, pollution, politics, to marriage, kids, and cars. Bye to living life abiding by a law that wasn't asked for. The kitten cursed the land below and left to lie amongst the stars. Like, this really makes me want to listen to the previous album to kind of learn about what this past is. When he woke, he rose and looked again below and saw the only home he knew erased, and then realized that was it. I recall when I would gaze towards the stars and wish to sail to them in hopes that shit would change and I'd be glad. Now my furry ass is posed upon the planet they call Mars, and yet I stare through tender eyes below to what I used to have. The lonely cat wiped his face as a warm tear fell into his chalice. It has followed me, he hissed, addressing his unhappiness. It's like that idea that wherever you go, you take yourself. You can't escape yourself. And like, he just wants to find a place in the galaxy where he feels comfortable, like where he feels like his life has meaning. And, you know, I think despite like the kookiness of it, there's like a very relatable sentiment at the core of it. Let's keep going. Cackles of the Mad. This one is also quite short, so I'll just let it go into the next.
Hey, Laus.
Oh, hello guys.
Come here. Yes, come here. Come.
Hey friends.
Join us.
How'd you guys get here?
We burn.
Ah, you burned.
From sailors to halos.
I see.
Let us explain.
Oh yes, please do.
Wobble and gobble your tears. We smile with yellow veneers. We flew to Mars to try be stars.
I am obsessed with this like choir of the Mad.
We'll dance till your worries lose matter.
Very fun.
I'm in a pear, a mouse in a hare. Come dance with the fabulous hatter. I am the hare, in time I do despair. I'll ask the moon to ring
Love how
me
there's like
soon
different
if time
characters.
that beats my years. I am the mouse.
Very whimsical.
The dark is coming. Sorry, Laus, this dear mouse is somewhat quite scared of cats. We are mad, we are stars. Come with us and dance on Mars. We don't bite, we might bite.
Okay.
Come with us and flee the
Very eccentric. Would it be crazy if I said this reminds me a little bit of Vanisher, Horizon Scraper? A little bit.
Tea party on a red planet. What's remembered my best manners? Let my fears with a treasure chest of dry gin and some Guinness tins. Said hello to the Mad Hatter, the dormouse and the spring rabbit. We were gathered in limbo land, but journey rendered me quite famished. Acquiescing, we all agreed to crack the loot and go ham at it. After double dozen cups of red with southern riddles they post on the Alice.
I do like the references to Alice in Wonderland.
For my P rose off a red planet, swinging limbs and singing too with something close among these lines. He said,
Really fits with the whole like fantastical children's story feel of the album.
In our limbo palace, gone vanished. One less madman in our house to help us sing this ballad. We're all holding hands like mitts. I vow a bar for six. Rabbits cutting K for 9 and sniffs the hair of a dog for bit. Right like Ramsey's forehead, Julian lands and Marco Pierre and dips. Snowman's walking in the air, we gaze 6 dangling from our lips. Off he flies and tells us fist. Sniff, sniff, hiss.
Sniff a gazillion stars and speed up till I'm ahead of toxin ticks.
Till I'm ahead of toxic time, my pendulum clocks on it. My teeth like Oliver Souls, I love the bits. He said a gym went amiss. Who's the next one on our list? Who's it left on the orbit? Hear the dormouse crept from out a teacup, panicked in a fit.
You know how sometimes you listen to something for the first time and you're like, I can't wait to re-listen to this? Because I feel like this is going to be one of those things where I keep discovering new things about it every time I'm going to re-listen to it. It's just like so packed with detail. I feel like it's one of those things that's just going to get better with time. Gorgeous song. Tea Party on the Red Planet. I like how he refers to it as limbo land, like being stuck between worlds, because that is kind of how it feels to listen to it. It feels like you're like half dreaming the whole time. I've nowhere left to find in me a sense of peace. Come help me rid this mind of mine so I can rest at ease. And headless off he flew and left us in our limbo palace. Whoosh, poof, gone, vanished. One last madman in our house to help us sing this ballad. And then yeah, there's that repetition in the chorus of like, it's all right, it's all nice, it's all fine, it's all right. Like, almost he's trying to convince himself. Thus my last fear left me lonely in this purgatory bliss. Singing this. It seems like isolation is like a real running theme throughout the album. He just seems to feel like no real connection to anything around him. There's a lot of loneliness. And like even when he is surrounded by these different characters, he thinks they're crazy and he's like afraid of ending up like them. My God. Okay, let's keep going. Sorry, I keep hitting my microphone cord today. I don't know what's wrong with me. Keep on walking.
Smashed out his face, Louse excused himself politely and left the hatters battered round the table having tea. He wobbled and he bobbed to flush for poison out his stream and take a chance to walk and wander round to spy the sights to see. Pished and pashed or pissed and smashed and wobbled round the red, in search of somewhere cool and soft to lie his dizzy head. Without no luck he stopped and dropped and quickly got to snoozing. Found himself with furless funds, a dream where he was human.
Dream where he was human.
I left London cause my brain was a mess, cause Bud came the same age with girls grew the breast. And this came when guys got a knife for the girls, and the sniff came before love could beat up a chest. Stayed a bit clear but ended up as decent a mess. So I skipped on the
so
coach for some
peaceful.
clothes and a test, stating that I'm switched off enough to be indebted of a loan and the grant in the land of the bet. Spent the first year trying hard to patch up a chest, playing catch up to chat shit and land in the bed, till a fear birthed the cat curse to snatch up a heart, snatched a handful and hand stitched a scarf on my neck. So I keep on walking, just go. Ain't no place made for me. I'll stop when I find a home. Till then I'll bop on my feet. Keep on walking, just go. Ain't no
I'll stop when I find a home.
I'll stop when I find a home.
He just wants to find somewhere where he belongs.
I took the ferry and I sailed away to France. From myself to South Alaska to serenade an aunt. There I met a lady, so I parted with my chest scarf.
Getting
She
some
left me, so I
backstory, it
left France, but
seems.
Didn't lose my spark, left with 200 euros cash regardless. A little bag of laptop and less than 57 Mike and prance. Ran the streets of Berlin for a job in an apartment, but ended in the bar again. Turns out she ticked up my heart, so we stayed, found a flat, neatly quick quid for yard bills and beer, food and stick thin cigars. Cause the tips dipped and I can't pay for shit with guitar licks. My chick served some tins in the bar to sell trap beats. You hear a little snippet in the bit, I was charmed, we were sweet, sound and love.
Whole space setting is very fitting, because I feel like I'm floating.
So I keep on walking, just go. Ain't no place made for me. I'll stop when I find a home. Till then I'll bop on my feet.
The sleeping cat opened his eyes and awoke to find the moon beaming above. As he looked up, showers of light burning with the weight of 1,000,000 lifetimes whizzed over his head. But what he saw were merely dying stars. They shot past him, scraping through darkness to join the happy moon, hoping to shine forever by her glow.
This just sounds like absolutely divine. Amazing song. I guess I should say, I mean, I guess it should be obvious by now, but I don't really know anything about this artist. I'm not sure how much of this is like purely fictional, like about this fictional character, how much of it is like maybe kind of real experiences that are kind of like shaped to kind of fit the storyline of this cat character. I don't know. I feel like we're getting some sort of backstory here. With no luck, he stopped and dropped and quickly got to snoozing and found himself with furless thumbs, a dream where he was human. And then like he starts getting involved with drugs. He like gets his heart broken, goes to France, which is maybe some explanation for why this cat is bilingual. He becomes like very guarded, like even when he's kind of in this good situation, this good relationship, he feels like he has to leave before he gets hurt. It's best to leave sweet a party in advance. Keep on walking, just go. Ain't no place made for me. I'll stop when I find a home. Till then I'll bop on my feet. Like he's on a journey to find himself, to find some kind of like inner peace. Speaks on his 7-year silence since his previous album. Yeah, like I don't have all the context here, but I can see how it kind of like fits in with the album. Like he's gone down this path where he's like sort of isolated himself from the rest of the world, and now he's like on a journey to try to find a home. Next track, the Moonlight Waltz.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Awoken from his dream by the glowing of her sheen, Kitten rose to greet the moon above his head. He was sleeping in a pile of broken teacup plates and towels, with a bottle as a pillow for a bed. He stood in front to hide his mess,
So lovely.
Impressed at such a gorgeous bowl of milk amongst the stars. The milk then asked him down below, with a voice as soft as snow, "Dear cat, why are you sleeping here on Mars?" Upon a palace in the sky she flexed a pale and gracious thigh, and from it sprung and skipped through light years with a prance, and landed right beside the kitten. So she grabbed him by the mittens, and then hand in hand towards the night they danced. See the lovers waltz alike, a tender candle in the night, and peep and twirl and twinkle round his crescent lover.
This is very sweet.
As they skipped from star to star,
Very
with
dreamy.
nothing left on Mars, subtle rhythm in his heart began to flutter. Then as he started weeping, a tear fell in his chest, and watched a tiny flower start to bud and grow and blossom in his unassuming
Small, you see in the eyes of persons fell out of life. Little hearts more, you see in the eyes of persons fell out of life. Little hearts more, you see in the eyes of persons fell out of life.
Whoa. All right. I do really love the description of the moon as a gorgeous bowl of milk amongst the stars. I will say the whole cat thing is very appealing to me. It really speaks to me. I do really love cats. She grabbed him by the mittens and then danced hand in hand towards the night they danced. Yeah, like it all seems really like nice and lovely. His heart is blossoming. It's growing, and then until 100 million different feelings came to greet the cat and rid him of his lust for sleep. Don't sleep. Wake up, little cat, it's a trap. Little hurts more when you see in their eyes that a person's fell out of life. You know what? Let's continue. Very pretty song. Let's see where it's going. Peonies for breakfast. I love how the sun has like fully set throughout this video. That's how long I've been yapping.
I found a girl, but I seem far from breathless. She makes me smile and I'm hardly ever lonely, but each each morning more it would seem I detest her. She sweeps the dark but had now come to own me. Some days I wake up to find she made breakfast, the change from the camels and the grey pepperoni. Those days I wake up and feel so depressed, cause I don't have a world as she does through peonies. I found a girl but it seems kinda stressful. I've known for joy for a walk in the park, or a nice meal and ice cream, a nice nicely dressful. They seem to chase from my chest over darkness. This taste for life had me searching for.
It's crazy how this does manage to be so heartwarming, despite how depressing it really is.
Now I hear them scream as I lie by her fireman. When we hear fireworks I look quick for proof, or I'm stuck with the force that the planes are arriving. Though it's not nice to know for as much as it's blessed, till the blues seem to stitch onto me like I'm Lilo. I found a girl but I seem far from breathless. She makes me smile and I'm hardly ever lonely, but each morning more it would seem I detest her.
This is really gorgeous.
She's dark but had now come to own me. Some days I wake up to find she made breakfast, the change from the camels and the grey pepperoni. Those days I wake up and feel so depressed, cause I don't have a world like she does through peonies. Cat bowed down and meowed at his music, held out in fear of the fate he'd been handed. He whipped out a six-string, a six-pack, a quill pad and penned her a tune to declare love had landed, and asked in the song if she'd still time the cat to
I don't really know how
now he'd not much to give.
to describe it, but I think the mellowness of this makes it feel really personal. I feel like I'm like watching this show and I'm the only one in the audience.
He had kept as a friend. Tears made it so that the plant grew and bloomed with a violence for chased out the cold he had tinned me. Lonely cat felt oh so happy. His plant grew fat and it soon started blossoming leaves. Slowly now here limbs would crack and grow twigs so sappy. He soon was a blossoming tree. Only when wings start flapping, look downwards and catch roots growing at the bottom of your feet. The cat howled, how's it always happen? As soon as I'm glowing, see shade come bothering me. Lonely cat felt oh so happy. His plant grew fat and it soon started blossoming leaves. Slowly now
This is ridiculous.
so sappy. He soon was a blossoming tree. Only when wings start flapping, look downwards and catch roots growing at the bottom of your feet. The cat howled, how's it always happen? As soon as I'm glowing, see shade come bothering me.
I mean, going back to the storytelling, I feel like I'm just like so transported somewhere else when I listen to it. Like it really paints a picture. I feel like I'm not in this room when I listen to it. I don't eye the world like she does through Peonies. Yeah, like this girl he's describing is like the complete opposite of him. Like she's bright and she's happy, and it kind of emphasizes how sad he is. Like it makes him even more miserable. So he told her in tune that the moon turned his blues to a lilac. You know, there was a line, I've forgotten what song, about his blues being turned to lilac. Only when wings start flapping, look downwards and catch roots growing at the bottom of your feet. The cat howled. How's it always happen? As soon as I'm glowing, see shade come bothering me. Like he's really just like trapped in this cycle of depression. Next up is the final track, Lotus Blossom. It is quite long, so let's get into it.
Oh look, there's a cat falling from the sky.
So empty like the sky, without any sun. Let us blossom, don't cry. You and I
feel like if I played this album like out loud on a speaker, my cat would go crazy because of all the meowing.
It won't be for long. I live for the day, today. My journey will end. So I can touch you again.
Okay. Yeah. Like, obviously when I think of lotuses, I think of like resilience, because they bloom in mud. So maybe he's kind of reblossoming, being rebirthed. Hopefully. It's like I'm in an old video game.
Lost the kitten wet, fell off the earth. Dragged by heart, now fill up the mirth. Falling, he grabbed his moon and wrapped his roots round her in the loft. And murderous clad with smurf, fit for a Tim Burton flick. Keeping youths with end and dirt. All things coveted, perishing worth. And if love stayed, it would not be perfect. But shit's no fun if it stays unscathed.
The writing on this album is just ridiculous.
Still better than some leather. I'll try land on 1,000 moons for first and still end up tearing. I've got in my belly, I've got it in my vessel. Sticks and stones, I take them burn out to a fire. Burn into a fire, burn into a fire, burn into a fire.
It just feels so like right. So bubbly.
Why, hello again, everyone! Did you enjoy the show? Ah, isn't that just lovely?
That was a very nice story.
And how's our fellow cat doing? Ooh. Good luck on that journey. And where, may I ask, are you off to now?
Fell off the moon, shed not a tear.
I'm not gonna cry. You're not gonna get me.
For down he flew in a mood so blissful, burning crimson within the sky. The last left sound on this newfound bed, and not even the bed mock foes who tried.
Incredible closer. He's left the moon. He's falling back down to earth. I've got in my belly, I've now got in my vessel, more than sticks and stones to pick and burn into a fire. He's finally found that fire in him to keep going. Louse the kitten went and fell off the moon, but shed not a tear as he bid goodbye, for down he flew in a nude so blissful, burning crimson the dim-lit sky. For Louse slept sound in his newfound bed, and not even the dead mock those who try. Like he's finally found peace. I did not think that going on a journey of self-discovery with a fictional cat through a weird children's play would make me so emotional, but here we are. And actually, it's not that surprising. That actually kind of sounds very fitting for me. I don't really know exactly what to say. I guess, first of all, I know a lot probably went over my head. I know that I probably missed a lot. This thing is super, super lyrically dense, and I have not heard the previous album. That seems like it would have given me some context, but I did my best, and I feel like This album is like straight up magical. The whole vibe of it feels really special, really creative, really imaginative. Like I said earlier, I can't really think of anything else that's quite like this. It really does feel like a world of its own. And like I just said, it like really transports you when you listen to it. It like painted such a picture in my head. I could like see it all in my head. Overall, I'm just really excited about this. I feel like there's no feeling quite like listening to an artist that like you didn't even really know existed and it just like blowing your mind. I think that's a really exciting feeling, and I got to experience that today. So thank you for the recommendation. I really enjoyed it. Favorite tracks. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. I guess I would say like The Midnight Hour, The Mocking Stars, Peonies for Breakfast. I don't fucking know. I'm just gonna go with those three. Thank you for watching. If you have any thoughts on the album, I would love to hear them. If you have any recommendations for things for me to check out, that would be very helpful. A like, a comment, a subscribe to the channel would also be very helpful. I will see you next time for whatever we do next. This whole video is up uncut, unedited on my Patreon. If you're interested, have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.